It's a new year, so that can only mean one thing.
It's time for those New Year resolutions.
And it's the perfect time to start a new hobby.
Jewellery Maker, Sewing Street and Hobby Maker are here whether you're starting something new or advancing your skills on a current hobby.
With all the tools you need to start, as well as expert demonstrations from our great guests.
Are you starting a new hobby this January? Share your new makes with us by tagging Jewellery Maker, Hobby Maker or Sewing Street using the hashtag #NewYearNewHobby.
And watch us every day from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Jewellery Maker.
On Hobby Maker, 6 to 8 a.m. and 1 to 6 p.m.
And 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Sewing Street.
Good morning, everybody. Hello. I hope you slept well. Welcome to a really bright and early start on Hobby Maker. Welcome to Friday. Hope you're well. And yeah, we're here for a couple of hours this morning and then back again in the afternoon between 1 and 6. That's what we do every single weekday. And then, of course, at weekends, it's just between 1 and 6 for Hobby Maker. Now, what we like to do in the mornings is give you a really kind of gradual, easy start into the day. We've got some amazing bargains coming up. We've got some little competition or two. We've got our Hobby Maker calendar, which if you've not heard about is available right now. I'll give you details of that fairly soon. But let me just explain to you, if you've just found us, and we've had loads and loads of new people that found us over the Christmas holidays. Maybe you had a bit of time off between Christmas and New Year and channel hopping, seeing what's about. So if you are brand new to us, you don't know how to shop with us, let me just explain how you can do that. First thing, free phone number. Yeah. And that's free on your mobile, it's free on your landline, and it's a call centre that's in the UK in this very building 24 hours a day. So if ever you've got any questions, queries, want to place an order, they're there for you and they're really helpful. 0800 001 4433. Also, you can order on our website, and the website's always there 24/7 as well. And the great thing about the website is that all the brilliant brands that supply us at Hobby Maker have got brand shops on our website. So our website, hobbymaker.co.uk, is a one-stop shop for all your crafting needs, whether it's Crafter's Companion, whether it's Hunky Dory, whether it's Burt & Gert, whatever it might be, all the brands are there. You can click on the name that takes your fancy and it takes you straight to all the products that those brands have got, and you can order them if they're in stock at any time, day or night. And the other brilliant thing, and it is a brilliant thing, it's 1 P&P per day. No matter how many things you buy, it's just $3.95 on that day from midnight to midnight for all of your orders. And the way that the system works, it's different to other places where I've worked before. If you buy something in Wake Up with Hobby Maker today, you come back and buy something maybe later on this afternoon with Crafter's Companion or whatever. At the end of the day at midnight, all your orders get put together. You get a confirmation email to show you what you've bought during the day, and then it lists everything and puts the P&P at the bottom of £3.95. So that's what we're all about. That's how we roll. And of course, all the companies send the products out individually from them to you. So things will arrive at different times and not in the same packet. So that's the way we work. That's the way we roll. Now, yesterday, great excitement. I'll be honest with you, on Christmas Day when we were live with Ruth and the gang, the plan was to launch our Hobby Maker calendar, because loads of you have said that you love things like our pin badges that we do, and we're doing a new one. Andy let out the bag yesterday. The next one that's coming out in the range is in March. Okay, for our birthday, our first birthday, March the 2nd. Can you believe it? So that'll be when the next pin badge comes out. And you love things that are branded. We got branded microfiber cloths. I know it sounds a bit weird, but they're your cloths for craft. We've got that with Hobby Maker on them. But also, we wanted to bring you something a bit special for Christmas. But because of the postage problems and that sort of thing, it was a little bit late coming in. It arrived in the building on, where are we now? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. And Andy came into my show in the afternoon on Wednesday. I had no idea what he was coming in for because it was just spur of the moment, but they'd literally just dropped and landed in the warehouse here. And he came on and we launched the calendar for 2023. And this is it. Now, I've got to let you know, we only have 1,000. Okay. Now, a lot of you ordered yesterday. A lot of you ordered on Thursday, and Wednesday. We've got a few left. Only a few left, and this is the brand new Hobby Maker calendar. Now, it should have been $19.99, but we're always very well aware that we're in January already. Most people go out and buy diaries and calendars in like November, December time before the next year starts. So we're a little bit late because of the postage delays. So we have knocked 50% off the price of the brand new Hobby Maker calendar. And this is it. Basically, it's a month per page. You can obviously just tear the months off as you go through. You've got plenty of space to, all the crew have marked their birthdays on this calendar. Can you see? If I just lift up a couple of sheets. There we are. Look, whose birthday is that? Laura's birthday is on the 21st of March. Thank you, Laura. So yeah, you can easily mark what you want to on the calendar. But what I love about it is the design, and hands up and you know, huge congratulations and merit to the marketing team here, because it's been beautifully put together. You've got all of these kind of post-it notes down the bottom here. They're removable, and you can put them on the fridge, you can put them on any surface you want. It's not going to leave glue or anything like that. And you've also got these strips. Now, if you look at the Hobby Maker logo, at the bottom, underneath all the letters, we've got different coloured strips. And of course, talking of pin badges, we're going to be bringing out pin badges in different colours to match the strips down the bottom of our logo. So there'll be about 6 or 7 coming out eventually. But you've also got the different coloured transparent little pieces here. This is like vellum, but it's vellum with the repositionable adhesive on it. Now, if I just lift one of these up, you get loads of them actually. They're really, really thin. But the idea is that you can take these off, you can write on them, but also you can maybe colour code them to different members of the family. So if maybe blue could be for holidays, for blue seas and sky and stuff like that. So you can put these on here to mark different events during the month. Maybe you want to be pink. Maybe your other half wants to be orange. Maybe your kids want to be yellow and green. So you can kind of, you know, colour specify different members of the family or different events that are happening during your week and your month and your year. But I just think it's a fantastic concept, and it looks fantastic. It's going to look great on your craft table. It's going to look great in your office. If you want to buy them as gifts, people yesterday were buying 3s, 4s, and 5s for different maybe friends that are crafters, that sort of thing. So it's a great idea. It comes flat packed like that. It'll come all sealed and wrapped like this, and all you do then basically is make it into like an easel, and there you've got your desktop calendar for 2023. Now, when the 1,000 have sold, when they've sold, that is it. They will not be coming back until we do the next one, which will be obviously at the end of this year into 2024. But I just think it's such a clever idea. I've never seen a calendar like it before. Really well designed, made in the UK, manufactured in the UK as well. But now there's a very special little gift and thank you from us with this. Not only are we going to let you have it at half the price that originally was going to be, which is $9.99, we're also going to give you, on each sheet here, there is a promo code. Now, obviously, we've scratched the promo code out on this one so that you can't see it, because you need to buy the calendar to get the promo code. But what that will give you is a one-off 20% discount. Now, it may well be that you buy things from us every single day. When you use that discount, use it with discretion. Use it wisely, if I can put it that way. Because if you're buying a major purchase, maybe you're going to buy a Cricut Maker that's 450 quid. If you do that and you use that discount code, you'll get £90 off it. £90 off that. If you buy, we've got a Gemini coming up in the next hour, a brand new year's offer for the Gemini at £179.99. Okay, let me do the maths on that one. So 10% would be £18, 20% would be £36. You get £36 off the Gemini machine if you use the code that's on each sheet here. It's one per customer per year of that code, but 20% off. Now, if you buy the Gemini and you get £36 off, you're £26 in profit by buying the calendar already, aren't you? £9.99 is all this calendar is, and it's TBEA 42. And we are just so delighted that so many of you love the channel. I've been out and about and met people at when we did the NEC, when I opened a shop down in Poole a few weeks ago, or a few months ago now, and everyone was saying so many lovely things about Hobby Maker. You love the channel, you love the presenters, you love the demonstrators, you love the products, you love the 1 P&P per day. All of those things, tick, 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 tick. You love the speedy delivery from the companies that supply us. So if you're a fan of the channel and you love Hobby Maker, why not fly the flag? This is a great organizer. I use my phone. I've got a tablet. I'm kind of fairly tech savvy, but I still like to have, I've got like a leather Filofax that I get a refill for every year. I always rely on that. I always put things, like I'm going to the theatre tomorrow night. That's in my manual diary. It's not on a digital diary on my phone. I don't use those. I'm not really into that. I like to see things in black and white. My mum and dad, they have a calendar where all my shifts are put on so they can see where I am, when I'm coming home, when I'm at work and all that sort of thing. you know, we love to see and love to have, we're crafters, we love paper. We love to be organised. So this is a fantastic way of marking all those special events, all those special days in your week, in your month, in your year, all those family anniversaries. But you've then also got the added benefit of having all these little removable Post-it notes that can literally get stuck anywhere. You can stick them on the fridge, you can stick them on yourself. So you can put the special jobs that the kids have got to do to get their pocket money, or to-do lists, shopping lists, all that sort of thing. Hello, Audrey in Greater London. Audrey's got one she's checked out already. I know 6 o'clock in the morning is a very, very early time, but lots of you, I find a lot of crafters get up early, go to bed early. You may not be that crafty. You may go to bed at like 2 in the morning and wake up at midday. I don't know. But a lot of crafters tend to get up early, do what they have to do, have a maybe early morning craft, do what they've got to do during the day, and then maybe craft in the evening as well. If you're up early, we're always here Monday to Friday between 6 and 8. Then, of course, Jewellery Maker and Sewing Street take over between 8 and 1. And then we're back every afternoon between 1 and 6. But this, I think, is lovely. And it's really well made. It's really made from a strong laminated cardboard. So it's incredibly durable and tough, but maybe you want one for the office. I mean, it goes without saying that you probably want one in your craft room. But I just think it's such a great idea. And these little strips, so simple, yet so useful. You can see the numbers through them. That could be when your holiday starts. Maybe you're having a week off and you go away on Friday the 6th and you're coming back on, say, the 13th or whatever. Get another strip. Block those dates off like that. And you can trim them and cut them, but you can see instantly when your week starts, when it ends, and you can actually write on these as well. They're like little transparent strips of vellum in different colours. But I love the idea that each colour can mean a different thing. Blue could mean holiday, red could mean work, yellow could be someone's birthday, members of the family, that sort of thing. You can trim these down to whatever you like. And you get loads of them. There's loads and loads and loads of these vellum strips on here. It could be appointments. Maybe you go to, maybe you've got a hospital appointment, a doctor's appointment regularly. That could be maybe yellow. You know, every member of the family could have their own strip of colour. And you can write little messages on them as well, and you know who that message is from. So we launched this yesterday, or day before yesterday. We've only got 1,000 in the country. 1,000 have been manufactured, and that is it. We're not going to be making any more for 2023, but we will be doing, of course, something extra special again at the end of 2023 for 2024. But what about this? It comes like this. You can send it to whoever you wish. Multiples, many of you are buying more than one, but it is the calendar that we've all been waiting for. And I love the fact that we do these branded things. I'm a big fan of my car, the make of my car. And my sister-in-law last Christmas got me an umbrella with the logo of my car on the umbrella. And I was over the moon with it because I love my car, I love the brand. I've got an umbrella with the brand on. So if you love the brand, if you love the channel, and you want to get the pin badges when they come out, and I know lots of you have messaged me recently, I want a pin, when's the next one coming out? March will be the next one for our first birthday. But this is a way of just showing your support, getting organised, not missing those special occasions, and having all of these removable kind of Post-it notes on there as well. So it's like an organiser and a calendar all in one. And when January's over the way and out of the way, you can either just fold it round or just basically tear it off, and then you're on to February. But it's a great idea at $9.99. Now, I'll remind you of that as the show goes on. Now, what we tend to do on the early morning shows is we take it a little bit gentler, and we also just give you an opportunity to have a little bit of fun with us every morning. Now, we do various little kind of quizzes and games, and the most popular one that we do is an anagram. So we thought we'd do another anagram this morning. And if you get it right, you go into a random draw, which our producer Ellie will, we'll show you Ellie in a second. She'll select at random someone that's got it right, and they will win, it could be you, a £25 account credit that you can spend on Hobby Maker with us. All right, so this morning's crafty anagram is this. Now, it's a well-known product. I've actually got it in the show. I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, have a look at this. Rearrange the letters. It is a 2-word answer. So we're not trying to confuse you by splitting up the letters and making it even more complicated. It's basically a very, very well-known craft product, a hero product in the craft industry. What could that be? Write those letters down, SGYSLO, CNETACS. Rearrange it, it makes a very well-known product in the craft industry. If you know what it is, send in your answers, get them in straight away to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. That's the email address, studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. And one person that gets it right at the end of the show before 7 o'clock will win themselves a £25 credit. It may take a few hours or a day to actually appear on your account, but you'll have £25 to spend with us, free gratis, just by taking part in Wake Up with Hobby Maker. So SGYSLOCNETACS. What could that be? It's one of my favourite products, actually, and it's in the show today. Look on the website, you'll see all the show's items. They're all listed on the website. That will be a clue, and you could be £25 better off in your account. Okay, now let's go to our Trim Me's. Now, we had Trim Me's on yesterday from Hunky Dory, and we had some great shows with Anne-Marie yesterday from Hunky Dory. Really, really good shows, very busy. Now, yesterday we had occasions. What we got for you today are congratulations. Now, this is every type of event that happens to you maybe during the year that you want to make a card for, that's celebratory, okay? Now, these are $9.99. Now, we've got the one on the screen at the moment. Are we doing the silver or the gold first? Silver first, okay. Let me show you the silver one, okay. Now, what these are, they are size-wise 8x8. Yes, they are, 8x8 sheets, but they've been foiled. Congrats on your new job. Silver foiling, how cool is this? Now, it may well be that you want them 8x8, and if that's the case, sorted. You're done straight away. But if you want to trim them down, Hunky Dory always go over and above. Congratulations on your graduation. You get a few of those. Wishing you lots of luck. What's that one? Another wishing you lots of luck. Happy new home. A few of those. I mean, Hunky Dory's foiling is gorgeous, it really is. Welcome to the world, newborns, oh wow. They get 42 pages, 7 sentiments, and 6 of each. You passed, well done. Now that could be an exam, it could be a piano exam, it could be a driving test, it could be absolutely anything. But when you want to have a sentiment either on the front of a card or inside a card, what Hunky Dory do is they give you this graph. Now if you look on the back here, it's printed in grey, so it's not too bold. You can't see it through the front of the paper at all. And the paper is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. But what you've got here are different measurements that you might well want to use. 3x4, 4x4, 5x5, 6x4, 5x7, A5, 7x5, 7x7. So whatever size of insert you want, whatever size of card you're making, you can score it, or not score it, but cut it, with a guillotine, or like a craft knife. And what that will mean is that wherever you follow the measurements, you'll always have the sentiment in the middle. How genius is that? Little things like that make a massive difference. How often have you cut something down and realised that you've got more card or more paper that side than you have on that side? It's all wonky and you've gone wrong. You waste a sheet. You've got all the traditional classic measurements that you could ever possibly need. A5, for example, you just cut there, down to the bottom and across and up there, and then you'll have a perfect A5 side insert with the message in the middle. Clever, huh? Very clever. $9.99. And you can see on the front, if you forget what's in there, you haven't got to flick through it. New job. What does that say? Enjoy your retirement. You passed. Well done. Welcome to the world. Happy new home. Wishing you luck. Congratulations on your graduation. So that's the silver one for £9.99. And we also have the same in the gold as well. And loads of you yesterday went for both, silver and gold. And the ones we had on the show yesterday were different sentiments, okay? So maybe you want to build up a collection. And we're going to match that price of just £9.99. And the gold, opulent, look at that. Beautiful. I don't know what type of paper this is, but you know what? It's so smooth. It's 140 GSM, but it's so smooth, silky smooth. Sometimes paper can be a little kind of fibrous, a little bit rough, but this has got a lovely quality feel to it, absolutely. So this has got the same. This has got your retirement, you passed, well done, welcome to the world, happy new home, wishing you all the luck or lots of luck and congratulations on your graduation. But it's that addition of the graph on the back that I just think is so, so clever. Inserts you very often stick down, so that is not going to be visible at all. And if they printed that in heavy black ink, you'd probably see it through the front, which kind of, you know, defeats the object of it. But it's been printed in this kind of dove grey colour. So I haven't actually got I wonder, Dan, have we got a craft knife back there, mate, at all? Have we got a craft knife anywhere, or a guillotine or a trimmer? Because if I actually trim this out, I know the trimmer's back there. So if we get a trimmer in, let me just remove one of these sheets. And look how cleanly that comes out. How superbly clean. There's no glue, there's no kind of torn tops or anything like that. Absolutely perfectly done. But then you just choose what size you want your insert to be and just follow basically the guidelines that you've got there. Whether you want, as I said before, a 3x4, a 4x4, a 4x3, whatever takes your fancy, you'll end up then with a perfect sentiment in the perfect place in the center of your card. But look at the quality of that foiling. Happy new home. Beautiful. £9.99. If you want both of them, that would be $19.98, and it would be one postage of just $3.95. And the lovely thing is then, if you get up early, as I've got older, when I was younger, I used to do a breakfast show on the radio, and I could not cope with early mornings. And bearing in mind that was my job, I had to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, work till like 6 till 10 in the morning. And I just couldn't, my body just didn't function. I was awful, terrible. Now as I got older, I prefer mornings. I'm up with the lark, 4 o'clock, yeah, bring on the day. Okay, by 6 in the evening, I'm kind of like that. But, you know, I prefer early. So I like to get up, do the work, get it done, and then have the rest of the day off. And I think most of the team here are pretty early too. Actually, talking to the team, let me introduce you. I should have done this earlier, but I forgot. Ellie is producing me this morning. Hello, Ellie. There's Adam on Knobs and Buttons, our director. Morning, Adam. We've got Lauren on camera too. Happy New Year, all. There's Lauren. And Glamorous Dan is somewhere, but he's around there somewhere, sorting out the shows later on. So, yeah, both of those, $9.99 each. Silver and gold available, okay? BGHD31 is the gold option. There we go. And don't forget your calendar, Hobby Maker calendar, fly the flag for Hobby Maker, $9.99, half price. And, you know, it should have been $19.99, but because it came in a little bit late, beyond our control for reasons that I'm sure you can appreciate with the postage and everything else. And that's going to give you your 20% discount. Do bear in mind, if you're going to buy something for a £5 and you use that discount, you're going to get £1 off. Okay, a pound's a pound. But, you know, if you know you're going to buy a cricket machine later in the year, if you know you're going to buy a Gemini machine, if you know you're going to buy any other type of big investment, and it's not just for one item. If you want to stock up, maybe you're very organized, and if you are, I'm very jealous, but if you're very organized, and maybe at the beginning of the year, you stock up on all the essential things that you need. You buy new low-tack tape, you buy new glue, you buy new foam pads, you buy new card blanks, you buy new card stock, all that, and you buy it all in one go, so you're sorted for the next 3-4 months or whatever. If it's all in one order, you can apply that 20% discount. So that could be 20% off all of your core stash for the next 6, 7, 8 months. Provided it's done in one order, you can still use that on multiple items in that one order. Okay, so it's not just for one item. You can have 20 things in one order. You can use that promo code on there to get 20% off. And you can use that at any time during 2023. So that's going to pay for itself. This calendar is going to be your ticket to saving money with Hobby Maker on that big purchase that you're going to be making at some point during 2023. TBAEA 42 for the brand new desktop calendar that only came in 2 days ago, with all the post-it notes, all the organizer strips there as well. And of course, you can use these in your journals too. If, like me, you've got a Filofax or anything like that, you can use these as page markers. You can use them as bookmarks as well if you're a bookworm and you want to use these on your books, absolutely fine. They're totally repositionable, totally translucent. You can write on them, you can see through them. I particularly like the idea of maybe every member of the family having their own colour. And that could be, I don't know, your son Daniel's weekend away. And he could write on there, weekend away. So everyone in the family knows who they are, where they are, what they're doing. Really good way of organising yourself at £9.99. And they make really great gifts as well. Okay, now we've got glue. This is what I talk about when we say everyday essentials. And all of this first show is about hunky-dory, apart from the calendar. Next show at 7 o'clock, we've got the launch of the Hobby Maker Highlight. And that's going to be from Crafter's Companion. The lovely Debbie Robinson is here. First time I've seen her this year. She's fab. And she'll be here for you in about 35 minutes at 7 o'clock. But hunky-dory is what we're talking about. We look back at the previous days most popular items on Hobby Maker Rewind, which is what we do at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, we had Anne-Marie here yesterday, really busy hunky-dory shows, but often we feature like card kits or we feature tools and things like that. But often we kind of brush over the essentials that we need every single day of our crafting life. Now, this I can't quite get my head around. This is PVA glue, and it's dry, clear PVA glue. Premier is their kind of accessory range at Hunky Dory. And what you've got are not 1 or 2 or 3 bottles of PVA glue. You've actually got, in total, 12. So you've got 480 grams of PVA glue. 480 grams. I mean, I know you can buy big bottles of glue, but that's okay for your desktop in your craft room, but it's not very good if you want to take it around with you, take it to fairs, take it to friends' houses, that sort of thing, if you go to workshops. So these are really handy, transportable, portable, 40-gram bottles of craft glue. You know it's going to be great because Hunky Dory would not sell you anything that wasn't, simple as that. £11.99. They are £1 per bottle for the PVA glue. £1 a bottle. MKHD73. It's not going to leak anywhere either. You actually got your screw cap. Now, you just unscrew it like that, and basically what that does is it opens up the nozzle. Can you see, when you screw it tight and close it, there's a little white pip that comes out the top. That's actually the stopper to stop it leaking. When you turn the head, that goes back in, and allows you then to dispense the glue. So really well designed, really well thought through. And also if you've got finger issues, manual dexterity or anything like that, these bottles are not too hard. They're kind of squidgy. So you can easily get the glue out very, very simply with the minimum of pressure. But this is gonna, maybe you get through a bottle a month. Or maybe if you're an avid crafter, maybe you get through maybe a bottle a week. Well, that's gonna last you. If you get through a bottle a month, that's a year's supply. If you get through a bottle a day, that's 12 days supply. But I'm sure that would last you a long, long time. £11.99 for all 12 bottles of Hunky Dory Premier glue. This isn't the construction glue, this is the white PVA, but it will dry clear. And this is great for paper, wood, fabric, and more, okay? And it dries with a clear finish. So if you do get a little bit of seepage, don't like that word, but you know what I mean. If when you're putting two things together, if it kind of squidges out a little bit, it's not the end of the world. You can wipe it away if you want to with your microfiber cloth, but also, of course, it will dry clear anyway, so it's not going to be visible. So there you go, 12 bottles, Premier glue from Hunky Dory, £1 a bottle, and delivered with that 3.95 P&P as well. It's a great deal, isn't it? A bottle every month. If that's not going to last you, maybe it's a couple of weeks that it'll last you. Okay, that's half a year's supply. Half a year's supply for £11.99 and only one P&P charge of £3.95. MKHD73. Oh, one other thing. I was with Anne-Marie yesterday doing the shows, and we were talking about, she was using her repositionable tape to hold like dies in place and stencils in place and stuff like that. And I couldn't remember the item number when I was doing the show yesterday, but basically, this is the repositionable tape that Hunky Dory does. Now we've got it, and this is, I think, the most stylish repositionable tape that we do. You've got here different widths, different sizes. $9.99 will get you all 2, 4, 5 rolls. You've got little like faux stitching on there. You've got the Hunky Dory logo on this one, which is a little bit wider. You've got the wonderful flourish pattern on the widest one. I haven't actually got, hang on. I've got my Hunky Dory ruler here, so I can measure them for you. There we go. We've got 5mm, 10mm, 40mm, 30mm, and 20mm. There you go. All 5 sizes, and we're dropping the price on this to £7.99. A couple of pound off, couple of pound better off in your pocket. Hello, Catherine in North Yorkshire. Morning, you're in. And yeah, the beauty of this repositionable tape is, or low-tack tape, is that you don't need to cut it. All you need to do is find the end, which is always the trickiest thing, and you can literally tear it with your fingers. Hang on, I'll get the end on this one. You don't need to cut it. You just literally get off as much as you want, tear it. So no scissors needed, no craft knife needed, just there you go. That's what you got to do. Now, this you can actually put on the side of your cutting machine as well, because they can be used again and again and again, probably about half a dozen times, and then it's time to maybe bin it and then get another piece. But there, fantastic value at £7.99. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, lots of you do that on a regular daily basis, which is lovely. You can send a message via the website. It says contact the studio. And Bernadette in West Yorkshire. Hello, Bernadette. Happy New Year to you. She says, Happy New Year, Dave. Ellie, Lauren, Adam and Dan, loving the morning shows. Oh, you've written everyone's name down. Oh, that's brilliant. Dave, Ellie, Lauren, Adam, Dan, loving the morning shows. We're loving doing them, Bernadette. Thank you ever so much for getting up early. And we love you too. They're chuffed that you knew all their names. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. It is like one happy family at Hobbymaker. It really, really is. Now, if you want that repositionable tape or that low-tack tape, in all those different widths, $7.99 is your price, and it's BOHD 91. Bernadette, have you got your calendar? I think she's nodding. Have you not heard about it? I'm not going to go on too much about it, but we've only got a limited quantity. We've got 1,000 to go round. Now it's 6:30. Beep, 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 beep. How many alarms go off at 6:30 in the morning? If you're just kind of getting up, waking up, reaching for the coffee machine, reaching for the kettle, watching the TV. I had so many people at the NEC back in, when was it, September? I think it was, that said that they make it the first thing they do. They wake up, they've got a television in their bedroom, they put the kettle on, go back to bed for half an hour, watch Wake Up with Hobbymaker and see what's coming up for the rest of the day. We've got a Hobbymaker highlight from Crafter's Companion. Debbie Robinson is here. That's going to be brilliant in the next show. But yeah, we were dead chuffed about this. I'm a bit of a sucker for merchandise. I mean, you like me, if you go to a concert, I'm going to a show. Ellie, my producer, is dead jealous. Going to see Moulin Rouge tomorrow night. Looking forward to that immensely. But I'll be the first one to buy the T-shirt. I'll be the first one to buy the programme. I'll be the first one. When I went to see Hamilton last year or year before, I bought a Christmas tree decoration because they had it. I thought, yeah, I love merchandise. If you love Hobbymaker and you'd like to have the Hobbymaker calendar in your craft room, on your desk, I love the design of this. Whoever designed it, hats off to you. I think it's brilliant. I've not seen a calendar like this anywhere because it's not only a calendar, it's also post-it organisers. All of these have got it's a bit like low-tack tape really. All of these have got the little sticky adhesive part on the top. So you can just literally write little notes. You've got a thin one and you've got a thicker pad there as well. Write little notes, pop them on the fridge so everyone knows what their duties are for the day or whatever. But then you've also got these. Now, when I first saw it, I thought, what are these all about then? You see this sort of thing very often in like journals and organisers. These are vellum strips. Transparent vellum strips with, again, that repositionable adhesive on the end there. So you can put these over the calendar, you can put them in your diary, you can put them in your Filofax if you've got one of those, or if you've got journals and anything like that. And then you just literally put them wherever you choose, and it can mark a page. It can mark a date. You can write on these little strips, if you'd rather write on the strips rather than actually on the calendar, what you have to do that day, if it's maybe a trip to the doctors, if it's maybe a trip to a show or whatever it might be, going to a relative's house, going on holiday. And you know, every colour can be a different event. Every colour can be a different member of the family if you want it to be. So I think it's genius. It really is amazing. Already we've got Kate in Staffordshire's got one of these, Audrey in Greater London, Amanda in Bristol. When you place an order, I can see your name. If you've given us your name and you've given us permission to, have your name on the screen, I can see your Christian name and where you're from. That's all I can see. But it's so nice to see the orders coming through and knowing that you're loving what we're doing. Okay, so that is there for $9.99 TBEA 42. Right now, we can't talk hunky-dory without talking adorable scoreable. Now, which one should we go to first, Ellie? Brights first. Okay, Brights first, which is here. Now, this is 24 sheets of the Bendy Ink cardstock. The what? I know. Bendy Ink. Adorable scoreable. That's what Bendy Ink is. Now, we only have a few of this option left. Now, you've got here 24 sheets of Adorable Scoreable, 350 GSM, so this is construction weight. You can make boxes out of it. You can use it for your card blanks, of course, as well. But the Adorable Scoreable, the whole purpose of Adorable Scoreable is that you score it, you crease it, and it will not crack. The ink has got flexibility, and that's a game changer. So if you've ever scored a card, made a card blank, scored it, and then found that the actual ink is cracked, and all you can see is kind of the white edge to the cardstock. It looks awful. It looks so unprofessional. Here you've got 24 sheets of the Brights. And this is £8.99. You get 3 of each colour. Look at this yellow. 350 GSM. And it doesn't matter how many times you score it, how many times you crease it, it will never crack. So it's adorable, scoreable all the way. When you've used the best, you will never ever go back to other cardstock once you've used adorable, scoreable. I feel very, very confident about that. So now the deal on this is amazing. £8.99 for 24 sheets. What does that work out to per sheet, Ellie? Can you work that out for me? 24 sheets at £8.99. It's not much money at all. It really is a fantastic value. 37p a sheet. Now that could be your box lid. You could maybe have a contrasting colour on the base. Maybe you wanted to do, I mean, it's all the rage at the moment, isn't it? To have like oranges and pinks that kind of clash a little bit. That could be the box lid, that could be the box base. But yeah, these are your brights, okay? So if you want your brights, 24 sheets of that, only £8.99. You know, and elsewhere, if you buy something maybe now, and then you buy something again at 1 o'clock, and you buy something again at 4 o'clock, you'll end up paying 3 postages. With us, that is not the case. From midnight to midnight, no matter how many things you buy, in that 24-hour period, it's 1 P&P of just £3.95. So if you want to buy this now, and you're thinking, well, okay, £3.95 on top of £8.99, yeah, but then if you come back later, maybe in the 7 o'clock show, in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock show this afternoon, you haven't got to worry about any more P&P. It's already been sorted out. And yeah, if you've just got one thing that you realise when you go to your craft room, you're running out of. You're running out of glue. You're running out of double-sided tape. You're running out of foam pads. And you think, oh no, I'm going to have to pay another £3.95 P&P now. No, you're not. Because all your orders get put together at midnight by our system, by our computer. You get an email confirmation the next day, first thing in the morning, saying, thank you for your order, this is what you've purchased, and 1 P&P is listed at the bottom of £3.95. So 24 sheets of your brights. Now we've also got darks and neutrals. Which one's next? Darks? Let's do the darks. The dark side. And we're matching the price. Now we've got less stock of the darks. Okay, we haven't got many of these at all. Look at this wonderful, rich, dark chocolate brown. Gorgeous, isn't it? Very, very rich. Very, very luxurious. And it's not shiny, but it's got a sheen to it. That black is gorgeous, it really is. All the shades of brown you can think of. Then you've got your wonderful grey. I don't know what it is about grey. I'm into grey massively at the moment. All shades of grey. Then you've got your light blues. Then you've got, what's that one? That's more sort of like a slate. It's in between a grey and a black, that. Yeah, like a matte black. And then you've got that lovely rich cherry red as well. So your darks, I know lots of you buy all 3. You'll buy the darks, the brights, and the neutrals as well, or the naturals. So 24 sheets there. We're matching that price of £8.99 if you want that. OZHD47 is the product code for that. And then lastly, we've got your naturals. Always one of my favourites. I love the kind of taupey colours and greys and that sort of thing, and that's what you're going to get an awful lot of in here. So yeah, this is like a blue meets grey, almost like an Air Force blue, wouldn't you think? Like that. Then we've got your cream, and if I put a white card next to it, you can see the difference. Yeah, so that's your cream. Then you've got your dove grey. I'm just making these names up, but then you've got your coffee colour, or caramel. Then you've got a very light grey. Again, if I put white next to it, you can see the difference. Yeah. And what's next? Another jet black. And then you've got your brown. And I think that's it, is it? Yeah, I know, a creamy colour at the back. So you get all those, 24 in your naturals. If you're into like landscapes, and animals and things, if you do quite a lot of cards along those lines, then these are going to be really good colours. The earthy tones, the kind of fur tones as well in there, and hair tones possibly too. So that is your naturals, £8.99. Again, brilliantly selected by Hunky Dory. Your adorable, scoreable is here, WLHD17. Okay, now also we've got the shimmer card. Now this is non-shed glitter. Now these are separate, okay, just move my calendar out of the way. Now this is non-shed glitter. Now you get, how many sheets do you get in this? I can't remember. 10 sheets. 10 sheets in each, okay. Now this is, I've got a friend actually who you probably know. I've worked with a lady called Dawn for quite a few years, and she hates the texture of glitter cards because it feels like sandpaper. and it makes a kind of cringe, like nails down a blackboard, you know. This hasn't got that. This is, I wouldn't say it's 100% smooth, but it's not rough. It's not sandy at all. I've got a fluffy jumper on, look. None of this glitter comes off. It doesn't kind of catch on the fibres of my jumper or anything like that. So it will die cut a dream, it really will. But you're not going to end up, if you make cards out of this or mat and layer with it, you're not going to end up with piles of glitter in the bottom of the envelope. That will not happen at all. So 10 sheets of silver, $3.99, 40p a sheet. How about that? That's a classic go-to any day of the week, any month of the year, and it's 200 GSM too. So it's not too thick, it's not too heavy, easy for your matting and layering if you just want like a sparkling shimmer frame around the outside of a topper or something like that. So that's $3.99 for 10 of your silver. Your blue, sky blue. Now this sort of colour, this tealy sort of blue is massively popular. We did some Miri card yesterday and that was hugely, I think that was the most popular colour in the Miri. This is a lovely colour, isn't it? Really stylish, and glitter card can sometimes be a little bit on the tacky side. You can see some glitter card and you kind of think that looks a bit cheap. You see other glitter card like this and you think, oh, that's opulent, that's smart, that's luxury. You can tell, and that's what this is. It really is upmarket glitter card that will not shed at all. $3.99 for 10 sheets of your blue. Then we've got a red. Ruby red. Valentine's Day is, well, a few weeks away now, isn't it? Valentine's red, rose red, ruby red. $3.99. Oh, it's Ellie's birthday, our producer's birthday, day after Valentine's Day. Everybody write it down, 15th of Feb, Ellie's birthday. Stick it on your new calendar. Yeah, all the other crew have. Everyone's birthday's on there now. And then lastly, Midnight Black. The black non-shed glitter card. How superb and stunning is this? Look at it. Really upmarket. And if you wanted to go for all four, that would be $15.96 with one P&P of £3.95. That's all you'll have to pay. And that will get you 40 sheets, 10 of each colour. I just love filling my basket, getting to checkout and seeing one P&P. I love even better ordering things at different times of the day. Because then you just get that confirmation email that shows you what you bought, shows you what you saved, and shows you that you're only spending one P&P of £3.95. Now, one of my favourite products of all time, if you've been watching me over the years, you'll know that this is the case. I know there's various versions of this out now on the market, but this is the one that I first came across and I first knew. This is one of those products that you'll just want to use on everything because it's brilliant. Glossy Accents. This is a Ranger product, and you know Ranger association with Tim Holtz and so on. They are one of the biggest and most respected crafting companies in the world. Glossy Accents, I didn't realise came in bottles this size because all the ones I've seen have been about a quarter of this size, and they've been about £10. This is a big bottle. This is actually 2 fluid ounces, which is 59 ml, of Glossy Accents. Now, what on earth is Glossy Accents? $6.91, by the way, for this big bottle is a bargain, absolute bargain. Stock up. Whenever you want to have something that looks wet, that looks shiny, it could be glass, it could be an animal's nose, it could be headlights on a car, it could be a dewdrop on a flower, anything like that, all you do is use Glossy Accents. Now, it goes on cloudy, like a milky consistency. Leave it, just leave it. Don't touch it, don't prod it, don't stick it with anything or anything like that. Just let it dry naturally. And as it dries clear. And you then end up with that glassy dewdrop. You then end up with those shiny eyes on people or animals, shiny noses, wonderful glass effects on houses. Whatever you've coloured in or whatever topper you've got, and you just think it lacks a little bit of shine, it makes everything look as if it's been enamelled. It really does, and it's brilliant. And to get a bottle this big, I mean, I don't know how much you paid for Glossy Accents in the past. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Mandy. You're in for this. I knew this would be popular. £6.91. I'm sure I'm not imagining it. The bottles used to be half that size and about double the price. They were about £11, £12 for a small bottle, I'm sure. So to get one this big, that'll last you a long time. 59 ml with the Precision dispenser as well. As you can see, it's a really, really narrow nib and top to it, so you can be very, very accurate with it. But I just love it. I love things that you just kind of apply it and just let it be, leave it alone, leave it overnight, leave it for a couple of hours. And when you come back to it, it's not only solid, but it's also incredibly shiny. This is the one that I first knew. There are other versions of it out there on the market, I'm well aware of that, but this is the one that I first fell in love with, the original as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if it's the first one to come out, but it's the first one that I saw. £6.91. Mandy's checked out. Hello, Kate in Staffordshire. Hello, Lorraine in Wrexham. You're in for this as well. Stock up on your glossy accents. And just when you want to add that little extra bit of luxury, it kind of intensifies the colour as well. I mean, if you've got, say, maybe you've got a topper with a dog with blue eyes or something like that, and you just put the glossy accents over the pupil of the eye and leave it, it'll make that blue pop. It really will work brilliantly well. £6.91. Yeah, that glossy glass effect, it brightens, it kind of intensifies the colour, but it gives you that shine. It almost kind of magnifies as well, whatever you put it over. Oh, this is proving popular. Alexandra, Kate, Mandy, Lorraine, many of you putting glossy accents in your basket today. £6.91. Have you already bought the calendar this morning? Are you now thinking, oh, I bought that half an hour ago. I've paid my £3.95 P&P. I could do with some more glossy accents. That's a £6.91 price delivered to your door because you've already paid your P&P. And remember, none of your purchases get debited from your account. It's important to actually say this. Don't expect a confirmation email 2 minutes after you've made your order. I know we're kind of conditioned to expect that. When we buy things online these days, you get a confirmation email virtually straight away saying, thank you for your order. You won't get that with us because at midnight, that's when the emails get sent out, okay? Your orders get collated during the day, so you have the whole day to select what you want. All your orders get put on a confirmation email. That will get sent overnight to you. It'll be in your inbox in the morning. So don't expect it to be like 2 or 3 minutes after you've made your purchase. It will be at the end of the day, okay? £6.91. Mary in County Durham, you're in as well, going for the glossy accents. HOPQ52. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could even use glossy accents on your calendar. You could put glossy accents over a certain date. Yeah, you'd still see, you can highlight it. Yeah, absolutely. There it is, $9.99, half the price it should have been. And it should have been $19.99, and it's worth every penny of that. Beautifully made here in the UK. It's a page per month. You've got these removable and repositionable strips of vellum in different colours for different people in the family, different events during the day, during the year. You've got your post-it notes at the bottom there as well that can go on the fridge or the side of the cabinets or whatever you want to do. And most importantly, that 20% off discount code, we've covered it over, because obviously if you saw it, you'd know the code, and you will see it when you get your calendar, but that's going to give you a one-off 20% discount on any order that you make. It's a one-time purchase offer. So when you know you're making a big purchase, maybe you're buying lots of little things, or you're buying one big thing, like maybe the Gemini coming up in the next show with Debbie, you've got that 20% discount code because you bought the calendar. You can only use it once at any time during 2023. But you know what? If you're buying the Cricut, I'm choosing one of the high-priced ticket items that we do here. The Cricut Maker 3, that's on the wish list of so many people, that cutting machine. It's on the website if you want to see it. Or the Joy. Let's take the Joy, the portable go-anywhere one. The Joy is £180, okay? So if you apply the 20% discount code to that, you're going to get £36 off the Joy Cricut Maker. How cool is that? If you buy the one that's £450, the Cricut Maker 3, that's going to give you £90 off. Just because you bought the calendar and you got the 20% discount code. You can only use it once though, TBEA42. Now, more to come from Hunky Dory in a second, but yeah, we set you an anagram just after 6 o'clock. Set your alarms. If you normally set your alarm for 6:30, set it half an hour earlier, because we do very often do these little kind of fun and games things in the morning where we're giving one of you the chance to win a £25 credit on your account. Now, we showed you this, and I said to you that it's one of the most popular products out there globally in the world for craft, and it's on the show today. SGYSLOCNETACS. What could that be? Okay, lines are closed now. Thank you for all your emails. The answer, yay, just talked about it. Glossy accents. Did you get it? Congratulations if you did. There can only be one winner though. Who is it that's got £25 on their account to spend today? Kat McCarthy. Nice one, Kat. Congratulations. You are going to have a £25 credit on your account. That should be there, if not today, by first thing tomorrow. So many congratulations and thanks for taking part. What are you going to spend your £25 on? Are you going to buy a calendar? Still got £15 left after that. Are you going to buy some glue? Some adorable scoreable? Or what about a mat? Now, these are the unsung heroes of your craft room. I treated myself to one of these self-healing cutting mats recently. I do model making and that sort of thing, so I'm always using craft knives and mats like this. Now, this is no ordinary mat because it's a self-healing mat. You're going to get your Premier ruler from Hunky Dory as well, and you're also going to get a cutting craft knife too with spare blades. All of that is just £14.99. Kat, do you need a new cutting mat? New ruler? You still have £10 left of your £25 credit if you buy this. But this ruler, it's no ordinary ruler. Can I just take it out of its packaging for a sec? I just want to show you. You can't see it very easily when it's in the packaging. Along this side of the ruler, you've actually got a metal strip. So if you are using a craft knife, sometimes you can quite easily kind of cut into the plastic. It's plastic one side, but it's got a metal edge on the other. So that is a perfect way of using your craft knife and not worrying about cutting into your ruler. You've got inches one side, you've got centimetres and millimetres the other. You've also, of course, got your vertical and diagonal positioning lines as well to help you get things straight. That's a really good quality ruler. There's your craft knife. That's the one that I actually use for my model making. It's absolutely brilliant. And you get spare blades as well. Really strong, really sturdy. And on the cutting mat, you've got all your traditional sizes of card. You've got your A5 marked out there, your 5x7, your 7x7, your 5x5, your 4x6. And again, you've got your grid on the reverse as well, which has got diagonals and horizontals and verticals on there too. £14.99. Now, this has been a really popular deal. I mean, I would pay £10 for that ruler. I'd pay probably £10 or £11 for that mat. And I'd pay certainly £5 or £6 for a new craft knife with spare blades. £14.99, you get the lot. I haven't got the craft knife here. They don't trust me with the blades. And it's probably not a bad thing. But you will get your craft knife. That picture that we're about to show you shows it actually, and you get the spare blades as well. The craft knife on its own is about £9.99. I think that's what I paid for it actually. I can't remember, it's a long time ago now, but it's about £9.99. So to get the mat, the craft knife, and the ruler for £14.99 is a bargain. SVHD96 is the product code if you want that today. Again, once you've got it, you've got it. You know, that ruler is going to last you a lifetime. The ruler is normally about £5. The cutting mat, that will last you probably years and years and years. It is self-healing as well. And the craft knife, around about £9.99 if you buy it on its own. In spare blades, you pay probably £3 or £4 for extra blades. You get spare ones in there. It is yours, SVHD96 for £14.99. Pop it in your basket and check out. A great way of saving money is when you buy these bundles that we put together. Well, we don't put them together. Hunky Dory put them together for you. And of course, you save on the postage by buying it from us as well. Now, another product that we often talk about and often use, but very rarely actually offer you for sale, is this. Now, you might look at that and think, what on earth is that? It's an anti-static bag. Now, if you make things like shaker cards, this is going to be your new best friend, because how often have you put glitter or sequins or something into a dome or behind acetate, and because of the static that the acetate creates, it kind of sticks to the surface. It doesn't shake, it just kind of sticks with static to the surface of the acetate. This is going to help to break that down. It's also great when you're using like embossing powder as well. So sometimes when you're stamping, using a sticky ink, and then you put embossing powder on, sometimes it can stick to the cardstock because of static, and you don't want it to stick everywhere, you just want it to stick where the glue is. If you go over your card with the anti-static mat or anti-static bag first of all, it helps to break the static down, and it means that all of your embossing powder that you don't want to stick onto the cardstock just goes back into the container. So this is one of those little hero products. It will last you probably years and years and years. It's got very fine powder inside it. That's what helps to break down the static. And it's only £4.99p from Hunky Dory as well, EIHD85. Maybe you've been wanting one of these for a while. It's been on your wish list. Remember, with our P&P system, other places you can make maybe multiple orders in one order and pay one P&P, but then if you phone back later on in the day, you've got to pay the P&P again. With us, it's on a daily basis. So if you bought something now and you buy something at 4 o'clock this afternoon, you've paid your P&P already for $3.95. You don't pay any more, okay? So it's a really good deal with the postage. And on things like this that are only a few pounds, the last thing you want to do is having to pay $3.95 each time you buy something for $4.99. You know, pop it into your order today. All of your orders get recognised and get collated. They all get put into one at midnight. You get the confirmation email, and then you only get charged one P&P. It's genius. EIHD 85. Okay, now one quick reminder. As we're very well aware that in the morning we get lots of you tuning in at different times. Alarms go off at different times in the morning. You've got different, different needs and different things to do during the day. Maybe you don't work anymore. Maybe you're retired. Maybe you're getting the kids ready and you're just kind of watching with one eye. There will come a time sooner rather than later where this will be history. It won't be available. We've got a limited quantity manufactured, only 1,000 made, £9.99 for the Hobbymaker 2023 calendar. It's the first one we've ever done. We're not even a year old yet. We will be doing different ones each year, but when this stock is sold out, that will be it. We will not be making any more until 2024. And these strips, if you're wondering what they're on there for, they're basically little vellum strips that you can put onto your calendar or put and use as bookmarks. You can put them into your diaries, you can put them into your bullet journals, all that sort of thing. You can write on them, but of course they're translucent, so you can see the numbers through them as well. When I was with Andy yesterday talking about this, I was thinking, what a great idea if you've got maybe a few people in the family, or maybe you're a 3-person family, but you've got a couple of pets. You could all have your own colour. And if someone's got a special occasion on a certain day, you can cut these down. You don't have to use the whole strip. You could just trim a little bit and just put a bit of that over the number 30. You know, the Billy, because Billy's yellow, has got something on the 30th, and Billy could actually write on there what it is. Really, really good idea. Or it could be different events. It could be yellow for sunshine, so holiday, you can block that off, maybe in June, July, August or whatever. It's just a way of getting organised, and I love it. And it's only $9.99, half the price it should be. It's our way of saying, sorry, it was late to the party because, of course, we wanted this in for Christmas Day, but because of the strikes and what's going on with postage and that sort of thing, we couldn't actually get it in until 2 days ago. So here it is, still very early in the month and very early in the year, $9.99, and it's TBEA 42. Chris Crafter, Amanda in Bristol as well, you've come in for this. Pop it in your basket and check out if you could. That confirms your order. And remember, you're going to get not only a lovely organiser, and you'll be flying the flag for Hobbymaker, but you'll get your unique 20% discount code because you bought this on any purchase you make during 2023. It's only a one per person, one use offer, but make sure that if you use it, you're using it at the optimum time. If you're buying lots and lots of things, lots of little things that make quite a high price, you can use it for all of that. If you're buying one big item like the Gemini that's coming up in the next show, you can use it for that as well. 20% off, not to be sneezed at, but you will find the code on each sheet of your little post-it note, but we're not covering that up, obviously, because we want you to buy the calendar. TBEA 42. Congratulations if you got it. It's on its way. Right. Part 2 of Wake Up with Hobbymaker is on the way. The lovely Debbie is with me. Debbie Robinson's over there. We've got a New Year deal on the Gemini, the big Gemini A4 machine. And we've got a Hobbymaker highlight, which you're going to absolutely love in a couple of ticks.
Want to know what's going on in the next show? Then head over to our website. Click on the TV guide. This will tell you who's presenting, which guest we have joining us, along with what's going on in each hour. If you ever miss a show, you can catch up by clicking on the day you missed and then click Watch This Show. You can also view what product was on and if it's still available to buy. Catch up on Hobbymaker. It couldn't be easier to watch Hobbymaker. You can join us on Sky, Freeview, on our website or on YouTube, so you can watch at home or on the go.
It's a new year, so that can only mean one thing.
It's time for those New Year resolutions.
And it's the perfect time to start a new hobby.
Jewellery Maker, Sewing Street and Hobbymaker are here whether you're starting something new or advancing your skills on a current hobby.
with all the tools you need to start, as well as expert demonstrations from our great guests.
Are you starting a new hobby this January? Share your new makes with us by tagging Jewellery Maker, Hobby Maker or Sewing Street using the hashtag New Year New Hobby.
And watch us every day from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Jewellery Maker,
On Hobby Maker, 6 to 8 a.m. and 1 to 6 p.m.
and 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Sewing Street.
If you want to search our website for your favourite brands, simply go to hobbymaker.co.uk, click on brands, and you'll find all your favourite items all in one place. Shopping made simple with Hobby Maker.
Are you having trouble finding the perfect gift? Then why not treat them to the new gift card from Hobby Maker at hobbymaker.co.uk. Simply scroll down to the bottom where it says gift cards, click and you'll be taken to the right place. Decide between posting the card or delivery by email, and then decide how much you want to add. You choose the value. So what do you get the crafter that's got everything? Why not treat yourself or them to the Hobby Maker gift card?
Here at Hobby Maker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobby Maker.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're well. It's just after 7 o'clock. Is that when your alarm goes off? Well, you're in time to see the first glimpse of today's Hobby Maker highlight. I'm Dave, and great to have you with us. Maybe you found us since Christmas and New Year. Lots of you, I know, discovered the channel during that time. Maybe had a bit of time off or whatever. Well, we're here every day, Monday through Friday, with Wake Up to Hobby Maker between 6 and 8 a.m. And then we take a break and hand over to Jewellery Maker and Sewing Street between 8 and 1. And then we're back every afternoon between 1 and 6, and that's 7 days a week between 1 and 6. Now, we do this every day during the week. We launch a Hobby Maker highlight. Now, one of the most loved brands that we have here at Hobby Maker is, of course, Crafter's Companion, the brilliant Crafter's Companion. What we've got for you today, I've got to make sure I say this correctly, the slide pop-up cards. If you love cards that are animated, that have got movement, that have got kinetic energy, and everything kind of moves, these dies are going to be right up your street. You're not only going to get the dies to make the card, you're also going to get your Centura Pearl. Free, beautiful purple Centura Pearl cardstock as well. That's worth $3.99. You're going to get 10 sheets of that absolutely thrown in for good measure. And that price is what it should be, not what you're going to pay today for the Hobby Maker highlight. $28.98. No. $24.99. Yes. That's what you want. EB2003, that's the product code if you want this. And let's show you with Debbie what it's all about, what it can do. Hello, my love.
Well, good morning, Dave. I'm fine, thank you very much. And good morning to all you lovely early morning
Early birds.
crafters, early birds. Yeah, absolutely. If you do love, like just what Dave just said, the kinetic movement, if you love fun, interactive cards, this one set wonder, that's how I describe these, is going to be right up your street to create. Do you want to see what it creates?
Yeah, go on.
So this is on, I mean, looks beautiful, lovely little gnomes there, but it's one of those lovely interactive cards that gives you this lovely slider mechanism and it pops out.
So
and
when you
pops
slide it up, it
when you
reveals
slide
the
it up,
message.
it reveals the message. It might reveal a sentiment. It might reveal a picture because you're in control of what you put underneath there.
Oh, I love it.
So if you love those kind of interactive cards that make people think, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
How'd you do this? Then this is that set for you. It could be anything from a party invitation, you're invited. It could be a wedding invitation. It gives you that kinetic movement. And I'm just going to put it there just onto the side so you can see it's this sliding mechanism that reveals that hidden message. And honestly, Dave, I've loved these.
I do.
These
It's right
are
up my
just
street.
so cool. I absolutely adore them. And I love the idea of something that gives you kinetic movement. And of course, you can then then take it into all you can. Because you imagine doing a fun interactive card with then a fun interactive piece in
But
there.
also
Just
think
looks
about
really
your
cool.
scrapbooking, think about your journaling as well. Pages that have got things that move on them, makes them so much more interesting.
Yeah, it
and this
does.
is your Hobby Maker highlight for today at only $24.99. No measuring needed, no scoring needed, because the dies do all the hard work for you. And when you see the board, you'll be amazed just how many dies you're actually going to get. You've got butterflies, you've got all sorts of extra dice, stars, balloons, it's all in there.
And this is why I call them a one-set wonder. I've done a couple now where we've just got this one set of dies. Now, this, like I said, is the fun interactive part, but these two larger pieces here are your worker die. I'll just lift that up so you can see it. This part and this outside part here are what will create your slide pop-up.
Yes.
The rest of it is all the extra bits, the extra embellishments. They've got mats. Look at the mats and layers that we've got in this one set. You've got love hearts, you've got circles, you've got ovals, you've got stars.
And you can use those completely away from the
Away
slide
from
pop-up.
that, exactly, yeah. And then you've got a set of useful florals on there as well with the foliage part. You've got a couple of different butterflies on there as well. So when I talk about it being a one-set wonder, if you can see that middle section all in the black and white, that's all of them die cut out.
Right.
So it's a lot. You're getting altogether 32 dies in that one set.
Wow.
And it is a one-set wonder,
That's
Dave,
about
because
six-
for me, it's one of those that you just simply can create so much from.
That's roughly about 65p a die.
Yes.
And when you
absolutely.
consider that, okay, the slide pop-up is worth every penny of that $24.99 on its own, all those other extra dies you can use in your conventional card making every day of the week. There's so much in there for so little. Loads of you coming in for it. Alexandra in West
I'm not
Midlands is already
surprised.
check out.
Yeah, because like I said, it is interactive, it is fun. It's all about what message are you going to put underneath your card.
Well, that could
What
be a
are-
party invitation with
Party
balloons, couldn't
invitation,
it?
gift boxes.
Yep.
It could be a little message underneath that's saying "look inside," and then your gift box. There's tons and tons
Gender
of ways.
reveal.
Gender reveal. I like that one as well. Love the idea of the gender reveal. But it can literally be anything you want it to be in terms of the message that you're putting underneath there.
Okay.
And like I said, it's that kinetic movement. It's the fun interactiveness of this, which I absolutely adore. And it all comes to you in that one set. You don't need to go out and buy any extras. And we're even putting some cardstock in for you there, Dave, as well.
And Centura Pearl, if you've never used it before, is gorgeous. It's got that incredible sheen and shine to it. 10 sheets worth $3.99. We're popping that into your order as well. If you take the $3.99 off the $24.99, you're getting the entire collection of dies for £21, which is absolutely amazing value for money. It really, really is. And I love things. I'm a model maker first and foremost. I sketch and stuff like that, but I love things that move. I love things that start off life as a plain sheet of card and end up something that moves, that does something that's mechanical.
Absolutely, and that's what I love about it. And it's a lot easier to put together than you actually think. And that's what I'm going to concentrate with my first demo. I'm just going to show you in basic black and white cardstock before I start adding colour. I've got loads of demos lined up later on this afternoon as well. What I can't guarantee is the stock, because this is literally a brand new launch today to create. And I'll just do it again so you can see that on that side view. When it lays flat, and then you just pull and it reveals that message underneath.
And that message could be a save the date. It could be a birthday invitation. It could be a reunion. It could be, as I said before, a boy or a girl. Tell all your family what you're expecting. That message under there could be for absolutely any reason. Reveal a surprise. It's your call what you put underneath it. But you're going to get all the dies to make the mechanism, to put it into your scrapbook, to put it into your journal, to put it on the front of a card. You can use it in so many different ways. But once you've got this mechanism, it's there for you for life. EB2003, only £24.99. And if you're looking for a new twist on your cards, if you've got stuck in a rut a little bit and you've always done a certain style of card, that's what you're known for, and you think, I want to try something different, something new, this could be it.
It could, and like you said as well, in your scrapbooks pages, could be a really good, interesting scrapbook page. If you love making memory albums as well, so you could pop this into a memory album if you do little folios and things like that. This is going to be one of those interesting ones. I mean, we've not invented, this is not, like I said, we've not invented this. This pop and slide, or slide pop-up, should I say, the mechanism, is out there, but we've just tried to simplify it and bring it in with all the extras as well, because that's what you normally don't get. Those extra pieces with the mats and the layers and the extra embellishments, I think, really do set this apart.
And without those dies, I wouldn't have a clue I wouldn't have a clue where to score, where to cut. I wouldn't have a Scooby. This makes it easy. You can even put pictures underneath the reveal as well. It could be a little puppy or a little kitten that you've just got in the family, and you want to show your family and friends. Pull the tag, it reveals the picture underneath it.
It does indeed. And I think, like I said, Dave, I've got another show lined up later on this afternoon with these, and I've got lots of demonstrations planned. But I think for this first one, I'm just going to show you in black and white how to put it together and how to create, if I may. And I'll show you the dies themselves. So I've laid the main two pieces out onto some cardstock. We're popping cardstock in there for you. You can absolutely do that. You can start adding your papers and things like that, which I'll show you in the next demonstration. But I'm just going to do it in black and white just to show you how well this works. So the main part of that front panel is all here. Your score lines are in place as well. So the score lines mean that you don't have to work it out. Like you said, Dave, it's done in that die for you, including the mechanism part as well. And you can see it's being well shaped to pull the tab. And then to sit behind there as well. So I'm going to turn those over and pop those onto my Gemini plate.
And also where that little tag is to pull, it makes it pretty obvious what it does.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you see cards that move and they've got mechanics and it's not obvious that anything actually moves at all. But because that tag is there, you don't have to put pull me or anything like that on there.
Nope.
You can see what you need to do with it.
Exactly. That's, you know, it's well, I say self-explanatory. You could actually, if you wanted to, put that on there. But
Yeah.
I think whoever receives this card from
pretty
you or
obvious.
whatever, it's pretty obvious what you need to do. And it's that wow factor.
Yep.
I love things that create a wow. And this die set is absolutely, honestly, brilliant for that.
I can't think of a better way of, you know, announcing a surprise.
Yeah.
Announcing a special occasion or an event that's coming up, having it discreetly hidden beneath that panel, and then you pull the tag to reveal whatever that surprise might be.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Dave, like we've said, you know, the fact that it's all in one set, you're not having to go looking around. You'll know, I mean, I've kept mine onto some a magnetic sheet here just to, you know, just to keep everything together. But everything together, and then all these extra elements, and you can see just how many there are when you see them lying out. I've taken the two worker parts off, but you've got tons of different things to be able to create that fun factor and add that extra embellishment onto that card, which I think is absolutely fabulous.
Just thinking about some of the things that you might want to reveal to a member of the family or a
Yes.
friend. It could be a picture, maybe you're treating someone to a weekend away, maybe in Paris or Dublin. Get a picture off the internet, print it off of the Eiffel Tower,
love
stick
that.
it underneath that.
Yeah, that's fab,
Surprise.
yeah. And if you're wondering, you know, like if you watch the shows and you forget to, you know, make your notes or whatever it is, or watch back on catch up, and you're probably thinking, oh, I can't remember how she put it together. I can't remember how she did the demo. Don't worry, because on the back of the packaging,
Full
there's
instructions.
full instructions. And I love this because we don't normally do this on the back of packaging. We normally give you like a little link or tell you that there's lots of tuition and things like that. But we've popped it into your format of your step-by-step instruction, your picture instruction, to show you exactly how you're going to create. What I would say is that when you get this home, have a little practice with your black and white to start with, just so you get the idea of how it works.
Does it have to be a certain weight of card at all or not?
Because it's a kinetic movement, I say a good construction. I'm using multi-purpose cardstock, but anything from like a 240, 250 upwards, I think will be fine.
Cool.
You can always add paper to your cardstock as well when you want to create that decoration, and I'll explain a little bit more as we go along in the show. But honestly, this is it's just a fab set, and I absolutely love it. So, Dave, what you can see now is with the die cut pieces, if I just put those there, you've got a score line here. So you're going to bend that back. Now I'm just going to find my scoring tool, because we would always recommend the score lines are in place. You just need to manipulate it into its place and then burnish, because you want a nice, crisp, clear burnish line.
Okay.
And the same with the middle part. If I just turn that this way, you can see the middle score line. You just manipulate it into place.
And you've not measured that at all. The die's done all that.
It's done it all for you. So you can see that it does this lift up style. However, what's the pull? Well, it's there. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect it together. And I'm going to show you my way of how I put this together. But again, step-by-step instructions on there. So I'm just going to fold this one forward on itself. So the mechanism, there's no right or wrong way, as long as you've got the fold up. But what we need to do is now connect it. Because if you think about how this works, this little flap here, or tab, needs to be stuck underneath. Now, I try and make things easy for myself, Dave, when it comes to doing this. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some red liner tape on, actually. So glue, any glue would be, you know, okay to use, a wet glue, something that will give you strength. Now, I can't find my end, Dave.
But red liner tape is some of the strongest tape out there on the market. So
it is.
If you need any of that, by the way, the website has got it. Lots of people supply that.
And I'm just going to pop that onto that bottom tab. I'm using the thinnest that we do. Got my little snippy scissors as well. We've got a great deal on snippy scissors, can I just tell you?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, those precision scissors are in the show.
Snips. Yeah, the smallest that we do. And then what I'm going to do, Dave, is I'm just going to turn this over, because if you take a look at the little, and let me just bring this in, just so, because it's difficult on white. But you can see now that this is where we need to push this so that it pulls and slides.
Yep.
So I've turned it in on itself, and just to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to just connect that tab, and I'm going to turn it around to make life a little bit easier for myself. And I'm just going to connect it to that bottom part. Okay. Now, when you can see now, it brings that mechanism forward. So when you're happy with where it is, and if you're using a wet glue, just make sure you seal that down properly. And then you've got... How easy was that?
Yeah.
Took all of a couple of seconds to run that through the die cutting machine, and then put that little mechanism in. And then what we're going to do, Dave, is we're just going to cut a few little embellishments out. So again, take your little embellishments.
I can't believe all these other decorative dies you get with it. Not just the mechanism, but all of these standalone can be used in everyday card making, not just for the slider, but there's so much in there.
Absolutely.
It's about 65p a die it works out to, which is amazing value for money.
Amazing. It is amazing value for money. And also I'm going to do, Dave, again, I'm just going to do a couple of black on white. Let's go in with that one. So we'll have two of those. I'll have a little butterfly as well. I wonder if I can squeeze my butterfly on. I think I can. I think we might have got some of the black cardstock as well on. I mean, I'm just doing this for decorative purposes. I say demonstration purposes, but our black cardstock is absolutely fabulous. It's a matte black, and it is a good construction weight as well. So if you nearly lost that then. Yeah, so it's a construction weight. Yeah, I think we've got it on the show. I'm pretty sure we have.
Well, look, if you want the black cardstock, it's not out on the counter, but it is in the show, so we can give you details of it, I believe. How many sheets do you get of that, Ellie? £9.99 is the cost, and you get OR2019 if you want the black cardstock. Do you know how many sheets it is, Debbie?
Oh, now then. Oh, gosh. Do you know, I know it's 60 in the multi-purpose, and I think... Oh, do you know, Dave, it's because I use it all the time, and I never pay attention to the quantity, which I perhaps should do. Oh my goodness, what is it now?
I'll tell you what, we'll try and find out the quantity for you.
Honestly, I can't remember. The brain's not working this morning. So what I'm going to do, Dave, is I'm just going to run those through, and you'll see, literally, like I said, this is just for a quick put to and showing you how to put it together. And again, I'm just going to run it through. A great deal on the Gemini, may I add? Can we?
Yes, we've got a brand new Gemini bundle, which I'm going to remind you of fairly soon. There's the machine, but the dies that you get with it and the little goodies, freebie extras, brand new for 2023.
Absolutely, a great deal. And you get your starter kit already in there.
You do, yep.
But you're getting everything that you need. And I know we're going to focus it on a little bit more later on as well. But yeah, it's a brand new deal for a brand new year.
Well, it's not going to be £207.95. You're going to get it for under £180, and it's got split pay on it as well. And I'll show you the extras that you get with it in a second. But there it is. It's ZX2065 from the new 2023 bundle. More on that in a minute.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm just going to take all these pieces out, Dave, and then we're going to put it all together and show you just how fab this is. And these, to be fair, these are just the decoration, the bits that will give you some more, is it, what do they call it? Like a curb appeal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, more eye-catching.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're going to make your cards stand out. And the fact of the matter is, you've got so many of them. It's not just a few. There's 30, is it 32 in total? Is just absolutely crazy when you think of. And that's why it's worthy of the what I call a one-set wonder title, because it is everything you need.
And also, your cards are going to stand out if you make to sell and you take them maybe to events, to fairs and that sort of thing, and events. village halls, all that sort of thing, they will stand out because they'll be different to any others, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to bring back in the mechanism. I've got myself a little black and white card here. And I think, I could have sworn I'd put some tape on back of this one. I must have forgotten. No, never mind. I'll show you how you're going to stick this down. Obviously, you're going to have a message underneath, or it could be a photo or a picture. But if you want to add, so something that's maybe a die cut sentiment, what I need you to remember is if you're laying it flat, it might catch on a die cut sentiment. So
Right.
if you are going to put a die cut sentiment underneath, you just lift that with foam pads, and that's all you would need to do.
Okay.
I'm going to lay it flat just to show you, and to show you where to put the glue, because this is the important part. You've got a kinetic movement in the form of this tab. So when it comes to gluing, and if you turn it over, you'll see how it works. This is deliberately bigger. So this is deliberately bigger so that you get that nice, neat, smooth reveal of your message or picture or whatever it is that you do underneath. So just bearing in mind where you're going to put your tape. So I'm going to use just our super strong adhesive tape. That's if Debbie's not run out. Oh, I'm nearly out of this one. Don't worry, Dave. I've fetched enough bags today to make sure. Can you see me thing? I've got bags galore down here.
You don't travel light.
I'm not travelling lightly, no, and I'm not running out of anything either. And so I've just put my tape just down these two sides and on the bottom. I'm not putting anything on here, and I'm not putting anything over there, because if you glue that down, that's when you're going to come unstuck. And I don't want that to happen for you. I want you to make sure that you get that movement every single time. So this is laying it flat. Coming across the course of today, I will show you other ways that you can use this as well, and how you create that lift. And then if you think about this front panel, a bit like an easel card,
Yep.
that's where you're going to stick all your extra bits. And this is what I'm just going to show you. I'm going to lay these pretty flat, just so that you can then start to mat and layer. And I think there's such a useful set of dies on here, Dave, because I think for a start, like you said at the beginning, think of all the opportunities that you have in your card making to use these outside of the slide and pop-up cards.
And you've got butterflies, you've got mats and layers, circles and scalloped edges, you've got bows, hot air balloons, little flowers, stars, hearts as well. All of those are standalone. You can use them in everyday card making, but they fit on the front of this
They
pop-up
do
and slider
indeed.
perfectly.
So I've just put my glue just onto that bottom half. I've kept this bit free, and then just pop that on and make sure that it's just that little bit above. And if I just pop that on, and then obviously underneath you would have either your hidden message, your sentiment, or your picture of your loved one to create that slide. And that's why I just wanted to show you, just in the black and white, just to show you how easy this set is to work. And again, that movement that you see, if I just push that there, you can see that lovely slide movement. It just is absolutely incredible. I love these. And whether it be a message of a surprise, it could be a trip away, it could be just an happy birthday sentiment to put a smile on someone's face. But that just shows you how fabulous they are, and that movement that you get. And then all the extras. Dave, 32 dies. Can we just say that again? 32 dies. Yep. The 2 worker dies, and then all of the mats and the layers and the stars and the hearts and the florals and it is absolutely jam-packed full. We couldn't have fit any more in there if we tried.
Absolutely not. And as a bonus as well, extra kind of a New Year bonus, you're going to get 10 sheets of the Centura Pearl in this beautiful purple, more of a kind of a lavender lilac colour.
Yes.
And that's worth $3.99 as well. So if you take that off the cost of the dies, it's like you're paying £21 for the die set. And, to do that sort of card and that sort of technique any other way, there'd be so much measuring involved, there'd be so much scoring involved. It would be a really tricky thing to actually design. The die does all the hard work for you. But as Debbie quite rightly said, the mechanism die is only a small part of what you're getting there. You get all these other decorative dies to put on the slider as well, or to use in your everyday card making too, with the balloons, the hearts, the stars, the flowers, the butterflies, all in there. 32 dies with the Centura Pearl for £24.99. And just think about how much fun it will be to either reveal a sentiment, to reveal a surprise, whether it's going to be a trip somewhere, maybe it's a theatre ticket you want to put underneath that slider to reveal that. As I said before, if it's a gender reveal for the rest of the family, to tell people that you're expecting a boy or a girl or whatever, whatever you want to put under there is absolutely cool. EB2003, EB2003, £24.99. It's today's Hobby Maker highlight, okay? Now, next we're going to the snips. Okay, now, Debbie was using these in the demonstration a few minutes ago. Now, I'm sure, being a crafter, you've probably got loads of pairs of scissors at home in your craft room, but maybe they're all on the large side and you want to have a pair of smaller snip scissors and for detail, for fussy cutting and that sort of thing. These are going to be absolutely perfect. Straight edged, Japanese stainless steel is what they're made from as well. Now, you're not only going to get these scissors, you're also in this bundle going to get 3 glue pens. Now, these are precision glue pens. You've got a bullet nib and you've also got a wedge nib, and it's the blue glue that actually goes clear, okay? So you can see exactly where you've put it. So for precision gluing, that's going to be brilliant. And if I just show you the 3 types of pen you're going to get in the box, let me just take these out for a second so you can see. So this one is the rollable, so that's incredibly fine. So you can actually, if you wanted to, sign your name in glue and then cover it with glitter, or cover it with foil, that sort of thing. So there's your precision glue pen. Then you get the other 2, which are slightly bigger, and you've got one that is a bullet nib, and you just have to prime these. All you have to do is kind of push them down, push the nib down, and that will encourage the glue to flow. And then you've got your wedge as well. So for larger surface areas, you're covered with that one. Those 3 come in the bundle as well. And then you're also going to get 3 rolls of your low-tack tape, and they come on the dispensers. So you get not only 3 rolls of tape, you also get 3 dispensers as well. And each roll has got, how many meters is it? 75. Yeah, 75 meters of tape, so it's 25 on each one, okay? 25 meters on each roll, plus the dispenser with the serrated edge. So those 3 things together, precision snips of the finest quality with Japanese stainless steel blades, the 3 glue pens, and the 3 rolls of low-tack tape, all yours for £17.99. How about that?
Yeah, and they're useful tools, because we talk about, you know, we have fabulous dyes, we have fabulous products and things like that at Crafters Companion, but tools of the trade really do make a difference when it comes to crafting. And so for me, having a precision snip scissors, I mean, I use mine all the time. If you've watched our Craig, he loves fussy cutting, he loves decoupage, and that's exactly what you can do with these. They're very comfortable in the hand as well, but they are those precision snips that I know you will use time and time and time again.
I'm just going to, I meant to check this before I came on air and forgot to ask. Have we got the triple pack of the low-tack tape, Ali? Have we still got stock of that? Yeah, just the low-tack tape on its own. Okay, because this is always a bestseller, and I'm glad to say we still have stock of it. So if you've not seen this, £4.99, GK2082, £4.99. Is that for just 3, not the 3 packs of 3? 3 packs of 3 for
yes, so you're getting 9
for £4.99.
Never.
No.
Never in a million
years.
Right?
That's
because it's £4.99 for 1.
Yeah. Is that the right price? Wow. Now.
No, I've never.
No, a couple of weeks ago.
Buy 1 get 2 free.
A couple of weeks ago, that was buy 2 get 1 free at £9.99. I don't know if this is a mistake, but it's set up as £4.99 for all 3 sets of 3. That is 225 meters of low-tack tape. Now, that surprised me. I was expecting to see £9.99.
So was I.
Wow.
So because I know that for £4.99, you would buy your 1 box and get your 3 rolls.
Helen's gone for 2.
I'm
not surprised.
And this is a genuine shock on both myself and Dave. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, producer Early, because...
the next 8 people to check out have got one of the bargains of the day. I think that's a mistake, but take advantage of it. It's gone. It's sold out. Congratulations. So sorry, but that was, I think that was an error. But anyway, you benefit. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I was going to say if it was, it's nothing to do with Debbie from Crafters Companion.
Or me.
Just stress that. Nothing to. I don't want to face this new year with my P45. So let's just say, great if you did get hold of that.
Now, can I just quickly mention, we did talk about it a little bit, about the Gemini machine. We've got a brand new deal for 2023. Now, with the A4 Gemini, which is what Debbie's using there, this is probably the most popular machine in the series of them. You get full set of plates, obviously, for doing your die cutting and for doing your embossing. But also, you are going to get the starter bundle, which includes some dies.
So you get a 3D embossing folder,
yep.
You get some creator card dies, you also get in the starter bundle that comes with the machine as standard. So you've got your 3D embossing folder, your creator card dies, you're getting some multimedia dies, because this machine has got those 3 Ps. We talked about the power, performance and I've done it again. I remember the 2 and forget the 3rd. It's that power, performance and precision cut every single time. Honestly, it's absolutely for me, it was a game changer. It's electronic, it's a die cutting machine, but it is only not just for paper crafters, it's for people who love sewing. If you watch Becky on Sewing Street, she uses it all the time in terms of cutting. So we've popped in that starter kit, some multimedia dies for you as well. Okay. And then you're getting all of the plates, Dave, not just a couple, and then you've got to go out and buy some more. You're getting your 2 clear cutting plates, your plastic shim, magnetic shim, rubber embossing mat, and metal shim.
So the starter kit that we were talking about is top left, okay?
Absolutely.
That comes with the machine as standard. That's what you get anywhere. But what we're giving you is brand new for 2023. You're also going to get, as a little gift from Crafter's Companion, well, not so little actually, a big gift, you're going to get your 3D embossing folder in this frame, which is absolutely magic, and it works horizontally and vertically, portrait and landscape. So there is your beautiful lacy embossing folder. That's included in your box at no charge. You've also got this die, which basically says family is where life begins and love never ends. That's a big, big die, a lovely big topper die there. That's included. And you're going to get next, this is your penny slider. Now, penny sliders are so much fun. Basically, you've got the dies and you've got the stamps that create this scene, this boat scene. But if you put 2 1p pieces either side of a foam pad, there's a channel that the die cuts out. And it just basically, the actual, look, like this. The actual boat will spin. This is a different one, but this is the same concept.
It is. It's the same concept. I thought I'd just show you, but it gives you the idea of what a penny slider does. Honestly, just fabulous. Again, another fun interactive card. And we'll pop that in there for you as well. Absolutely super
So
cool.
you can make, actually it's the same as that. It is the same as that. So you've got the kind of horseshoe cutout, and that's where the boat spins, and you've got all the stamps and all the dies to make that penny slider. And then from the Garden Gnome collection, you've got all of these stamps as well, stamped sentiments. So they're in there as well. So this, for $179.99, is exceptional. It is on split pay as well, Ellie, isn't it? It's not. It should be. Oh, it should be. ZX2065. ZX2065 is the product code. It will be on split pay later. If it's not at the moment, and that's an issue for you, we'll sort that out when we come off air at 9 o'clock, if that's all right, 8 o'clock. We'll get that put on split pay for you. Now, we've only got 10 of these available. So if maybe you wanted to get this to start 2023, ZX2065 is the product code. It's got all of these fantastic extra dies and stamps and fantastic embossing folders as well, $179.99. Now, also, we've got the return of the ink pads. Now, these are waterproof dies, and we were saying earlier on, Debbie, that these very rarely are available as a set.
As the full 4 colours, because we do. So what we do at Crafter's Companion is we make things easy in terms of what you need to remember when you are using an ink pad. So anything that's water-based, maybe your glitter sparkle pens, maybe you love your watercolours like the tricolours, the aquas, all those kind of things that have got water-based content in. You need the right ink pad, and we've tried to make it simplified because on our Finesse range, you get all of those 4 colours, and there's the pebble, there's the, is it noir black?
Noir black, yeah.
Thank you.
Rustic brown.
Rustic black and flagstone. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the colours this morning. My head's not working right at 7:30 in the morning, but yeah. So all 4 colours in terms of the right one. So do you know what I might do, Dave? I might just grab one off you just to show you what I mean in terms of...
well, I mean, the 4 colours that you need, bearing in mind, if you're going to be using watercolour paints or watercolour pencils or watercolour pens, anything like that, you want to have the ink that's not going to interfere and run with the water-based products, and that's what these are. So you've got your classic dark colours that you'll use with your stamps. So you've got your noir black, you've got your pebble, you've got your rustic brown, you've got all those kind of classic colours, all 4 of them there, and the grey as well, for $19.99, so basically a £5 each.
Yes, that's really good because, again, like I said, having the correct ink pad for, and I'm just looking for a stamp, Dave. I was just thinking if I've got a stamp, I could show you what I mean. However, I've got my stamping platform, but have I got any stamps in my bag? 3 bags I've got with me. Do you know what? Would you just pass me one of those sentiment ones, Dave?
Oh, yeah,
the Gemini deal.
Yeah.
And just so I can show you why it's important in terms of with water content, where you don't get any bleeding or anything like that. So if you love our stamps, then this is going to be right up your street in terms of There you go. I'll remember to give it you back, I promise.
All right.
So I'm just going to pop my sentiment down. I've got a little bit of water at the side of me as well. So I'll show you what I mean in terms of the non-smear for your watercolour. So I'm just going to simply stamp that down. Oh, well, you get it, even though I've missed a little bit. And if I just chuck some water down onto there, and you're probably thinking, good grief, what is she doing?
Just a little bit of water.
Doing? Just a bit. I've literally drowned it there. But when I pop that across, you get no, and look, there's no, and even though there's all that water, it isn't smearing, it isn't moving.
There is always that big question mark about, what do I use for this technique, for that technique? This is the one, it's absolutely waterproof. Perfect for your stamping.
It is. So if you imagine that being a stamp what you colour in, and you want to colour with your watercolour, if you was to use the alcohol-proof one, you would get the smearing.
Yeah.
It would move. With the waterproof one, it doesn't move. Look how much water I've chucked on there, Dave, and nothing is moving. It's not, and I've rubbed it right in. There, it's not smearing or anything like that. It's just literally staying on there with no smearing, and that's why having them, especially as well. Can I just borrow it again, Dave, just to show you what I mean? The ink pad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
$5.99 each. They are individually if you want to buy them on their own. So
Thank
by
you.
buying the set of 4, you save £4. So really, really good value. Should be $24.99. So you're saving basically a £5 by buying them today as a set of 4. NJ2030 is the product code.
And you'll know you've got the right one with your waterproof there because it's got your paintbrush on the front. The alcohol one would have an alcohol marker on.
Right.
So we've tried to simplify it to make it understand. This permanent ink basically, but it's absolutely fabulous. And you can see, even though it's drying, it still hasn't moved at all.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much, Dave. That was just a very quick way of showing you.
I can't remember the last time that we actually had all 4 of those colours together. You've got your browns, your greys, your blacks. They're all in there. So yeah, very busy for that right now. NJ2030, and it's like you're getting one of them for nothing because you're saving about £5 off what the price should be. And we've also got a great deal on the penny sliders, a selection of penny sliders in the show. They're at a knockdown price if you want those. If you love the idea when we showed you a few minutes ago of the spinning boat, we've got a selection. Can I just show you the 4? Just very quickly. So we've got this, because I think they're so cool, they're so funny. Go Bananas is this one. So you've got your spinning monkey going between the palm trees. So the palm trees are stamps. You've got, of course, the cheeky little monkey that's a stamp as well. And that's how you can colour them in. Aren't they brilliant? Oh, are these gone? Sorry, the sliders are gone. Sorry.
I was just about to show you what they
website.
look like, but I'm not surprised because it's a great deal, a great price. And again, that interactive movement with a card. And the only thing we don't supply you is the pennies.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. I'm glad you've got hold of them because they are great. They really
Okay,
are.
before we go back to Debbie for another demo, we have got stock of these paper cards, or paper pads, sorry, at the end of the show here. Now, this is brilliant because this is the Say It With Flowers collection, one of Sarah's signature collections. Should be £30. Today, we're letting you have them for $22.49 for both. Now, there's literally a few of these left, that is all. Look at these beautiful printed double-sided papers, stunning. One side is plainer than the other. One side's got lots and lots going on, and the other one is slightly plainer on the reverse side. But always these paper pads prove very popular. You've got a total of 36 sheets in there of 12 by 12. And as far as the A4 is concerned, you've got 24 sheets of 250 GSM linen cardstock. Okay, so add that together. In total, it comes out to 60 sheets between the 2 packs. Okay, $22.49, and the colorways of that complement the colors that are in the actual 12 by 12 pad. YU 2028. We've only got a handful of those available though. If you want them, pop them in your basket and check out if you could. All right, Debbie.
Supposed to be lasting me all weekend, those they are. I don't think that's going to happen. Gorgeous though. Debbie Fisher said it was her favourite pad of 2022.
Yeah, not surprised.
Beautiful. Colourways are just gorgeous, and they're all double-sided as well. And having the matching linen card for me is an absolute must.
Okay, now back to the Hobby Maker highlight. One product that we select at a certain price for just one day until midnight of that day or until the stock sells out. And these are the Slide Pop-Up mechanical dies. These will make wonderful interactive kinetic cards for you where you want to reveal an event, you want to reveal a sentiment, you want to reveal a picture or something like that. And you get not only the mechanism die, which are those down there, you get all of these other embellishment dies to decorate your slider. But you can use them in everyday card making as well, not just for the actual slider. And you get $3.99's worth of Centura Pearl included as a bonus. So it's almost like you're paying just £21 for the dies. This is your Hobby Maker highlight for today. EB2003. And this is how you make them.
Yeah, and again, we'll just show you, but we're going to add a bit of colour this time because I did it in black and white. Looks fine, you get the idea, but I'll show you again. We'll just do that step by step. And of course, we're always aware people are just joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
7 o'clock early, 6 o'clock early, but the people are always waking up and joining us. So I'm going to show you again how to use it. So the two parts, the dies, are the main two worker dies. The rest is the extra. This bit does all the magic. Now, I'll just explain what I've done here, Dave, because I had to let my glue dry. So this was a piece of, and I say paper, 180 GSM it is,
okay.
A beautiful pattern paper, and I've just stuck it onto our multi-purpose cardstock, the white, to give it a little bit of strength because I want to add a bit of colour. It looked nice in the black and white, but I like colour.
Okay.
So I've just stuck that down and I used our all-purpose glue. You'll find all of these things that I'm using on the website. You can go and check that out.
Is that the glue that dries rock solid?
Yes.
Right.
And this is literally really rock solid. So that's a 300 GSM multi-purpose cardstock with 180 GSM. We're now talking over 480 GSM. So there's a lot of weight there.
Yeah.
And then I've just got my ordinary white piece for underneath as well. So I'm going to pop that onto. And like I said, Dave, if you are using a wet glue, let it dry first. It doesn't take long to dry. You could use your tape pens and other glues as well. But for matting and layering and paper and card, this is probably the best one to use.
Okay, terrific.
If you're using anything like a glitter cardstock or anything, then perhaps switch to a water-based glue like our tacky glue.
Okay.
So let it dry though, because if you don't let it dry, I can promise you it will squidge out everywhere, especially if you are using a Gemini machine.
Right.
And that's the last thing you want. So make sure it's dry. So again, I'm just going to pop on there a little bit of low tack tape to hold it down, and then pop that on as well. And we'll run those through the Gemini. So let me bring in my large plates again. It's unusual for me because I usually use my smaller ones. But
Oh, yeah, you do, don't you?
I do, yeah, but I thought I'm going to get it all done in one go. These are quite substantial dies, Dave. They are, I think, is it 5.3 by, 5.3 by 3.9,
Okay.
which is the largest die cut piece, which is that main worker part.
And this is the machine, remember, that we've got in the show today with that extra special deal, new for 2023, plates included. Let the machine do the hard work for you, makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're getting that extra bonus kit with it as well.
And this is like the flagship, to be honest with you, of Crafters Companion. If ever you go to their head office up north near Durham, they're in reception. They are like the flagship of the company.
They are,
They're all
yeah.
there, all the different sizes. So this is tried and tested globally. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these machines have sold all around the world, and they are just so reliable. They really are.
They are, but now it's coming into its seventh. It's coming into its 7th year.
Wow.
Since we launched the Gemini machine. We've never had to change anything in terms of the mechanics or anything like that. It was literally, I'll say future-proof. Absolutely, it was, and it's still going strong. It's cliche. It always sounds cliche when I say it, and I'm sorry for saying it, but it's true. It's never let me down the whole time I've had mine, and I absolutely would never go back to anything else because it's that power, it's that performance and that precision cut every single time. And proof in the pudding there, that 400 and what did we say, 480 GSM now.
So, yeah.
It's cut through there perfectly. The score lines are still there as well. I've just added a little bit of print to it. So again, what we're going to do is that's the main part, and if you imagine that this is the bit that will slide out. So first things first, we'll pop this one back because there is a little bit of extra weight, Dave. All I'm going to say is just make sure that you've got a really good score. I say a good score line, a good burnish on there on your score line because there's extra weight behind this now. And again, with that second piece, we're going to fold it in on itself. So we're going to take it in, and then again, just pop your burnish in there so you've got that movement so that you can see it moves really well. But doesn't it look lovely when it's in colour?
It does actually,
yeah. I really like it in the colour. The same with this again. All I'm going to do, if you remember this tiny, can you see that little tiny flap at the bottom? You're just going to manipulate again that score line. I fold it in on itself, and then that's when we're going to add the red liner tape again. So again, I'm using red liner tape. I do love our tape pen, but this is quite thick. It's so when you look at the size, I think it's the 3mm, this one. That one is probably the perfect one to use.
And we do bundles of red liner tape on the website. I'm pretty sure Crafters Companion do a set of 3 different widths, so you'll find those on the website right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, because it's going to, I mean, if you think about the card itself, it's going to move a lot and people are going to be playing a lot with it because they love that interactive part of it. So you want it to have something sturdy holding it in place.
And although you've got so many embellishment dies like stars, flowers, butterflies, balloons, all include love hearts, they're all in there. What about putting pictures underneath that? When it's pulled, a picture pops up of a new kitten or a new puppy or a new baby or a surprise trip somewhere or a ticket for a show or a ticket for a plane ride.
I can't wait to hear what people are going to do with them. What are they going to put underneath there? Like you said, I love that idea of plane ticket.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now then, I'm just going to show you again what I do to make it a little bit easier. This flap needs to stick underneath this part. So if I just turn that over, but I want to make it easy on myself. So I literally just, you can either pull that through or just turn it around and connect it. So literally, if you think where the positioning is, it needs to be underneath.
Yep.
So I'm just going to turn it in on itself to make it a little bit easier. And then I'm going to pull that through and then I'm just going to attach the two. So you can imagine now, and you can see with the cutout and the scallop part, that's the bit that's going to move upwards. And it's just about making it easy for yourself. So again, if you think now, this is being purposely made to be bigger than the actual cut part, but the flap itself fits perfectly on there with nothing overhanging. So I'm just going to turn it round and I'm just going to attach those two pieces together. When you're happy with where you've positioned it, and I can see now that's perfectly positioned. Let me just turn that round so you can see it. And then I'm just going to make sure that my glue is stuck down perfectly. And then again, you can see straight away, if I just pop that down, you've got that movement straight away. It's
nice and
so
smooth.
easy. And that's exactly why you need to make sure you've got your burnish lines done very well, so that it makes it that smooth transition and it makes it fun. And again, just work that little bit that works for you. I just turn it in on itself. There is instructions on the back of every one of
But
the...
you did say that if you're going to put like a die cut sentiment on the bottom, raise it up a little bit with foam pads,
Yes,
yeah?
and
So
that's
it's got a
the
bit more-
reason why, because when you think if you pop that flat now onto a card, if you've got a sentiment that's underneath, it might catch when it's doing that sliding mechanism. So just lift those up, like I did with the red liner tape or the tape. You can actually pop some foam pads or foam on a roll just around there, but it's always the same. Remember where you're positioning it. Don't go across this part, don't go across that top part, because it will stop that movement and that's the last thing you want. So let's pop together now. I've just gone with a matching colour here, and this is just cardstock that I've had, I think we've had it on the show before actually, but just cardstock that I've got in general at home. So I'm just going to pop this all together, and then we'll put a little message underneath as well, Dave, because that's the whole point of this. It literally can go on to gift boxes. You can have it on a gift bag.
Yeah, on the top of a gift box.
Yeah, on top of a gift box. I think actually I'm going to be doing one later on today. What I would say is this is that early morning show.
I'm just thinking, could you, if it's on the top of a gift box, could you put some acetate, cut the box lid open, put some
and have a little
acetate in it?
sneak of what's inside? Yeah, absolutely.
So it could be like a little viewing window into the box.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. They really are. And I just think it's just that a fun way of, it's like you said, doing something a bit different. We love making cards and doing scrapbook pages and all those other things, but it's just that something that little bit different that sets this apart, which is why I absolutely love it. Now, I've used one of my stamps. It's probably a tiny little bit bigger than what I want it to be, but I thank my lucky stars for a friend like you.
Aww.
It's really quite sweet. So I'm going to lay that flat onto there. I'm going to use, again, all-purpose glue because it gives me that bit of wiggle time as well to get it into place. And I'm just going to pop that down. And then you're going to position. So whenever you think about where you're going to put your message, you're going to position it into place. So again, I'm just going to move this down a little bit. I thought I got my red. Do you know I could? Oh, I have. Look at this. I've already got one done with red line tape. Not to worry, Dave. I shall pop that back down again. I'll do it with me tape pen so you can see where I'm going. Go up to that end, remembering not to go over this part. So again that down at the bottom and down the other side as well. Don't run out on me, please. Don't run out on me.
A few of you coming through for this now. Lots of you loving it, actually. Deborah in Lanarkshire. Hello, Deborah. You are just about to check out. Denise in South Yorkshire's just about to check out as well. Already checked out Pauline in Hampshire. Brenda in Suffolk, to name a few. Very, very popular, this. And remember, you're getting $3.99's worth of Centura Pearl as well in that lovely lavender lilac colour. So it's almost like you're getting £21 for the dies. And there's 32 elements in there, 32 dies. The two main dies to make the actual mechanism, and all the rest of them, of course, are matting and layering and embellishment dies in all those different shapes. And of course, all those other dies you can use in your ordinary everyday card making as well. It's not just to be used on the slider. So very, very versatile die set to have in your stash.
Right, Dave, so I've got my glue just going down this side,
Yep.
down the bottom and up the top, remembering no glue on this movement and no glue at the very top strip either. So when you lay that down now, and I'm just going to cover that up, make sure I've got my sentiment into place. There we go, yeah, I'm just going to make sure it's in the right place. Let me just shift that down a little bit. That's because I didn't do it straight away, but you get the gist. But again, photos, I love the idea of a photo. I think that's amazing. I absolutely love it. Could be do you know what it could be? Baby scan picture.
Could be. Oh, yeah.
Could be a little
Yeah, yeah.
reveal of I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Not me personally, but you know what I mean. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You might have to pick someone up off the floor afterwards.
But there you go. So you can see now I've got the message into place. And so I'm just now going to stick that down. It is important remembering where to position your glue because if you have stuck anything down, then it stops that from happening. And that's the last thing you want.
And I love the fact there are full instructions on the packaging as well.
They are,
so everything's
yeah.
there talking you through step by step. But it's a bit different. You know, if you sell your cards or if you're just looking for a new type of card to make for friends and family, you know, this is a bit out there, a bit different. It's going to intrigue people. It's going to draw people to your stall or your stand if you're selling them because, you know, probably not many other people, if any other people at the craft fair will be having designs like this.
No, exactly. Now, I've sped that process up, but this is using those dies, those embellishment dies, the mats and the layers. I've changed it to stars because obviously I had a star in there, literally, when you look at that. Thank my lucky stars for a friend like you. Just a little play on that word. And then again, just the glue on this bottom half of the lid. I said the lid. The movement part. Yeah. And that's it, all you remember every single time. You'll never go wrong with these. Never, ever, ever go wrong with them. So again, that's just adding that on. And let's remember, you've got all of these other pieces. So you've got butterflies, you've got flowers, you've got the foliage part. You've even got two decorative butterflies, then a smaller one. So you could have like a lovely kaleidoscope of butterflies floating across there. And then you've got your party balloons on there, your love hearts, Valentine's Day coming up soon.
Yep.
So this is going to be perfect for that. And these will be things that you can take outside of the mechanism bits and use time and time and time again in your crafting. But then when you take a look, I'm not going to add anything more to it, Dave, because I've got loads lined up for later on, but you've got that lovely mechanism with your little message underneath every single time. And again, it's that fun, interactive movement, kinetic movement, made easy because of that fantastic die set. It really, truly is. Add your sentiments onto there, add other little pieces, but I promise you, when you get this home, you're going to have so much fun.
And the big
what is it you're
deal,
going to put underneath?
There's no measurements.
No.
There's no scoring to do.
All
the
done
die
for
does all the hard work. Everything fits together beautifully. Everything moves really, really smoothly. And again, you can use all the embellishment dies that come with it, and I'm sure you will be, but you can also make it very personal. I love your idea about a baby scan. If there's one of those that you want to show off to someone,
yeah.
a picture of your new pet, that sort of thing, an invitation to a party, a reveal, whatever it might be, it's there for you. And it's only cost you $24.99, and it's including $3.99's worth of Centura Pearl as well. 10 sheets of that lovely lavender lilac Centura Pearl. That product code, by the way, we use letters and numbers here at Hobbymaker, EB2003. That's what you need to quote to the operator if you call the call centre, which is, of course, in the UK, in this building right now, 24/7, 0800 001 4433, and hobbymaker.co.uk, our website. You can order free of charge there as well. And if you are a new customer, either call the call centre or just put in your email address on the website and then make up a password, and you can join Hobbymaker that way free of charge as well. Can I quickly say, we've only got a couple of minutes left on the show. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, yesterday we launched, or the day before yesterday actually, we launched our brand new Hobbymaker calendar for 2023. It was supposed to be in before Christmas, but sadly with the delays in postage and that sort of thing, it did get a little bit delayed. It came in a couple of days ago, and it's a brilliant concept. Whoever designed this, hats off to them. They've done a great job. It's a removable calendar, so there's a month per sheet. You just take off the month as we go through them. You've got your peel off down here. You've got your kind of post-it notes. All of these have got repositionable adhesive on the top, so great for putting on maybe the kitchen cabinets, the fridge, that sort of thing, for notes for the family. And over here, in our Hobby Maker colours, you've got all of these translucent vellum strips, and they've also got repositionable adhesive on them as well. And I've put a few of them on the calendar. Now, you know, red could be mum, orange could be dad, yellow could be little Joey, green could be little Anna, blue could be the dog, or whatever. Each member of the family could have a different coloured translucent strip. So this could be marking birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, weekends away. You can write on these strips as well, and they're removable, they're not permanent. So it's a great little idea, and it looks great on your desk and on your craft desk at home as well. Have it maybe in the office. Have it as a little bit of crafty fun on your desk at work. But they're in stock right now. There's only there's a minimum, or maximum, should I say, of 1,000. There's only 1,000 that have actually been ordered. When they sell out, that will be it. We won't get any more again until the start of next year. Now, they should have been £19.99. Because they're a little bit late coming, we've given you a half-price deal on this, £9.99. And there's lots of space to write all your little messages and that sort of thing. Hundreds and hundreds of you bought them yesterday. We've got a few of them left right now if you want to get yours. And the most important thing, not only the organisation that the calendar will give you, is that you've got here a unique 20% off discount code. Now, obviously, we've covered that up so that you can't see it until you buy the calendar, but the code there will give you 20% off an order that you make between now and the end of the year. So I would save that for when you're going to be making big purchases, things like maybe the Gemini machine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would give you £179.99 with 20% off. That would be £36 off the Gemini.
Wow.
Use that code from your calendar to buy
really
that
good.
machine.
Yeah.
Or £90 off if you buy maybe the Cricut Maker 3 off a £450
really good as well, yeah.
purchase. So it is there for £9.99 if you'd like it. It'll be on its way straight away if you order it today. And thank you for supporting Hobby Maker and flying the flag for us as well. A couple of minutes left on the show. Let's go back to our Hobby Maker highlight and show you what this is all about, because this is your slider, your kinetic slider die collection that makes animated cards like this. They can be fun.
It really is. They can be fun. Use things that you have in your crafty stash that will make this and turn this into that fun, interactive. Use those embellishments to the fullest so that you can create some really fun cards. And I absolutely love that. That's like an overhang one. It looks like a tag that's attached to a card. Take it into your different kind of card folds as well. Later on, I am going to be doing you some gift boxes and things like that, but to show you. But I think you'll agree, if you've seen this show, you'll understand how easy it is to actually get this. It looks really difficult, but it isn't.
They're all great,
because
aren't they?
the card itself, the dies themselves, those one set wonders are the ones that will enable you to make this slide pop-up really, truly easy. And then the bonus bit is we've actually popped some cardstock in there for you to get going as well. Literally 32 dies, the two worker dies, and then 30 dies to embellish, to mat and layer with, and then 10 sheets of that gorgeous Centura Pearl as well.
So are you putting the slider on the front of a card, inside a card, like a gatefold card? Are you putting it on top of a box? Or are you putting them inside memory books and scrapbooks? They'll work in all those ways, but think about what you want to surprise someone with. Is it a special trip somewhere? Is it a special message? Is it a special photograph? Whatever you want to reveal, this is the easiest way to do it. And like you said, Debbie, the 2 worker dies and then a further 30 embellishment dies that you can use in your everyday card making as well as on the sliders. Plus, you get $3.99's worth of Centura Pearl cardstock too. It is EB2003. It's our Hobby Maker highlight for today, and we're going to be back with it this afternoon, of course, as well. 3 o'clock, this is going to be back on this afternoon. Whatever you do, don't miss out on it, and take advantage, of course, of some of the other great deals from Crafters Companion. If you go to our website, hobbymaker.co.uk, Crafters Companion have got their own brand shop, and you can see everything there, like your red liner tape and all that sort of thing. Debbie, thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll see you at 1.
I'm off for a few days. I'll see you after the weekend. Enjoy.